What's up, everyone? In this video, we have some crazy news with SPCE stock. It is up 27% right now. We can just see on the chart, it is blasting to the upside. They came out with news that they are reopening their ticket sales, and one single seat costs $450,000 for their space flight. So in this video, we're going to explain what Virgin Galactic is, why their stock is blasting up, and what I think about it. But before we get started into, the stock and why it's moving up, I want to showcase a really cool video on how Virgin Galactic works. So check this out.
What does spaceflight with Virgin Galactic entail? Well, it has a unique combination of revolutionary design innovations that make it like no other vehicle that has ever gone before. Firstly, air launch. Most rockets you see make a loud and bumpy vertical launch from the ground. To launch from the ground requires huge amounts of energy to lift the vehicle from a static start and to propel it through the thickest parts of the Earth's atmosphere. Instead, Virgin Galactic spaceflight starts with a smooth runway takeoff, not dissimilar to a conventional commercial airliner. The spaceship, attached to a mothership, gracefully ascends to the launch altitude of around 50,000 feet, bypassing the thickest parts of the Earth's atmosphere, making it far more energy efficient and far more comfortable for the passengers inside. When the vehicles have reached the launch altitude and location, Mission Control provides clearance for release.
Release.
The pilots activate the launch and set spaceship free. Within seconds, the rocket motor ignites as the vehicle starts its rapid ascent toward the stars. During this awe-inspiring journey, the spaceship reaches speeds of up to 3 times the speed of sound, and out the window, passengers will watch the color change from blue through indigo, and then to the iconic inky black as they soar into space. Once the rocket motor shuts down, passengers will unbuckle their seatbelts and float effortlessly around the cabin, enjoying the childlike freedom of zero gravity. The cabin becomes a spacious, 3-dimensional playground as passengers experience space firsthand, helmet-free. The ship has an incredible 17 windows, and passengers won't be able to resist being drawn towards the undeniable, euphoric beauty that lies beneath, as planet Earth looks right back at them in all her majesty. Whilst enjoying weightlessness and the life-changing view, the vehicle is preparing itself for re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere, utilizing the second design innovation of Virgin Galactic's space system, the Feather.
There's FPGs.
Re-entry is arguably the most challenging aspect of space travel and has largely been approached in 2 ways, with winged vehicles or with capsule spacecraft. The revolutionary aspect of Virgin Galactic Feather technology is that it enables the vehicle to act like a winged vehicle when it is advantageous to be a winged vehicle, and then behave as a capsule when a capsule design gives you the advantage. On the way to space, the spaceship folds in half, with the booms moving upward to a 60-degree position as our pilots put the vehicle into an elegant backflip. This points the windows straight back towards Earth, offering passengers astounding and unobstructed views. This maneuver also allows the vehicle to behave like a capsule on re-entry, spreading the friction heat generated from re-entering the Earth's atmosphere across the entire underside of the spaceship, and aerodynamically enabling it to reorient itself from any position. Once the ship has slowed down and starts to travel through the thicker parts of the Earth's atmosphere, where a winged vehicle is advantageous for maneuverability, the booms come back down from their feather position, and the spaceship gently glides back home safely and smoothly, ensuring a thrilling yet comfortable ride for those on board, and landing on the same runway it took off from. A truly extraordinary design, fit for an out-of-this-world experience.
So as we can see, Virgin Galactic is a pretty crazy company, to say the least. And like I said, they just had news released this morning that they are opening their space flight ticket sales back up. One single seat costs $450,000. The deposit is $150,000. And it's big news. It's big news. Like anything with space and especially space tourism is an industry that has a lot of growth potential. And especially when these companies are having a $450,000 price tag for one seat, that's big news. So that's awesome to see. Out of the $150,000 deposit to go on the Virgin Galactic spaceflight, $25,000 is not refundable. But either way, it's big news. That's the main news for today. And we can see the stock market loves it. So as of right now, Virgin Galactic stock is up 28%. I will say Virgin Galactic is one of the most volatile stocks in the entire stock market. And if we look back over the past couple of years, we could see back in 2019, this stock was for trading for around $7 a piece. Then it went all the way up to like 42, and then all the way down to 10, and then all the way up to 62, and then all the way back down to 15, and then all the way back up to 55. And now it's at 10 again. So it's very, very volatile. And I'm going to say this right now. If you are looking for safety, just turn off the video. SPCE is not for you. And that's all right. It's a very, very volatile stock. With that being said, it is at a really, really low level. The news that they have is great. The problem with this stock is that their fundamentals are terrible. Like they're not in a good fundamental position, but a lot of growth companies are kind of in the same boat. In terms of like a technical level, they are looking pretty good. If we zoom in a little bit, we can see that it's just been bouncing off this $8 support for a couple weeks now, and it is blasting up with a lot of momentum. It has resistance right around $12 and some more resistance right around 14 and a little more right around like 18. Yeah, right around 18 as well. So it has a lot of resistance coming up, but there's a lot of buyers coming in. Now it's up 30%. Like it just keeps going higher and higher. So I like this one as a risky play. It is a complete gamble. And like as we can see with this stock over like the past couple of years, it has been up and down, and it's been all over the place. But at this level, I like it for a small position. Obviously, if great news comes out, we can see this thing back around $30, maybe $25 to $30. But then again, if horrible news comes out, this thing can be at $5 because over the past couple months, it fell from 55 all the way down to 7. So, there's a lot of give and take with this one. I like the setup. I like the risk reward, but I can't stress enough. It's a risky play. Like if we look at the options chain on this thing, the weekly options, some of these calls are up 2,700%, which is just mind-blowing. Like even if we went out to the March expiration, even those calls are up 400%. So I do think with everything going on, I think shares are ideal considering you have an quote-unquote unlimited amount of time with them. And options are a little bit pricey on this one. The implied volatility is around 142%, which is pretty high. But again, when you have a catalyst that you're reopening your ticket sales and they cost $450,000 each, it's pretty good news. Also, Virgin Galactic plans to have its first 1,000 customers on board when it starts later this year. So that's good to see. If you go to virgingalactic.com, you can learn a lot more about the company, what they do, and how the whole process works. The video I showed earlier in this video did a pretty good job at explaining that, but the Virgin Galactic website is pretty cool, and I definitely recommend checking it out. One thing to keep in mind is that they do have some pretty fierce competition, especially with Jeff Bezos over there at Blue Origin. And there's a lot of other space companies in the works too that I don't even need to name. But, it is important to keep in mind that, the space industry is becoming more and more competitive. But either way, the news that they have is awesome. It's great for the stock, and I'm very excited for SPCE for the next couple of weeks or so. The volume that they have coming in is tremendous. It's blasting up, so I definitely recommend taking a look at it, and let me know what you guys think about this one, because I know there's a lot of differing opinions. I remember when the stock was back at like $50, like we had so much hype with it, and over the past couple months, a lot of that hype just kind of faded away as the stock just plummeted. So let me know what you guys think about this one. Let me know if you're going to take a shot with it. Like, I know it's risky, but again, when it's at $10.50, It's not at a bad level on a technical level, plus the great catalyst. So let me know what you guys think about this stock. And yeah, it's a wild one. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching.